At 9:09 a.m. today, July 20th, someone tried to change your PIN number. But your guardian angels stopped it halfway. Archangel Michael says, the clock struck 9:09 a.m. today, July 20th, when a shadow tried to reach into your private world. Fingers you do not know moved across a screen, attempting to rewrite something only your soul should command. That sacred number, your PIN, was under attack, but divine light halted the crime before it could fully unfold. The screen flashed red on their end. It wasn't a technological error, it was a divine interference. Guardian angels, stationed closely to your aura today, sensed an energy surge near your digital gateway. What they tried to do wasn't random. Someone knew more than they should have. Someone has been watching, listening, waiting for the exact window to enter where they do not belong. The moment was planned. The attempt was surgical. But heaven's forces disrupted the sequence and created a wall they couldn't bypass. Type Amen to get blessing 333. A woman in a quiet room received an alert on her device, a failed access attempt, she believed. But it wasn't failed because of a mistake. It was stopped by hands that do not bleed, by watchers that do not sleep. Archangel Michael says, this wasn't their first try, but it was the closest they ever came. The device they used had software that bypasses normal barriers. But your guardian angels rewired the flow in milliseconds. This person isn't someone distant. They walk paths close to yours. And although they wear a mask of concern, their intentions drip with envy and greed. Your name, your identity, your personal wealth, it's been discussed by people who never earned the right to hold it in their mouth. One of them brought your details to someone skilled in invisible crimes. Type Amen to get blessing 404. At a tech cafe hidden from public view, a man opened a laptop with your initials preloaded. Everything was ready. Even your security questions were answered. But as he pressed the final confirmation, the power blinked. His system froze. The screen glitched with symbols he didn't understand, and then his device shut down. He thought it was a malfunction. It wasn't. It was celestial authority, shutting him out. One of your ancestors has stood guard over your financial life. They've seen what's coming months ahead and began their protection weeks before this event. You may have felt unease lately, not sleeping easily or waking up mid-dream. That was your spiritual defense aligning. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Do not underestimate how close this came. 1 second more and the transfer would have happened. 1 digit more and your records would have been rewritten. Someone wanted access not to your money, but to your peace. They knew that shaking your financial safety would send you into panic. But they failed. There's a reason it happened exactly at 9:09. That number is a mirror of completion and divine interception. It was not a coincidence, it was encoded intervention. A camera nearby caught the person's face. It is being watched by the divine realm. You will soon hear someone mention tech issues or delays in a very casual tone. That's your cue. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Your angels are shifting the paths around you. They've made sure your financial accounts will now require an additional verification that only you can access. Expect a notification from your bank or digital service soon. The one who attempted this will soon confess their confusion. They'll speak about frozen signals, phone resets, or misfired attempts, not knowing you know the truth behind it. Someone close to them warned them to stop before it was too late. That warning was delivered by a dream. That dream had your name echoing in a whisper they couldn't escape from. They won't sleep peacefully for the next few nights. They saw something during that attempt that terrified them. Type Amen to get blessing 555. It was your face, but not your ordinary face. It was glowing with fire, framed by light, fierce and unapproachable. They shut their laptop and ran their hand over their face, believing they were hallucinating. But that was your angel's shield forming into vision. You have now been enrolled into a divine protection field for the next 72 hours. Every door you walk through will be cleared before you enter. Archangel Michael says, the person who planned this is someone who has smiled in your presence recently. They spoke about feeling lost or financially low. They were gauging you. Every innocent conversation was a scan. Their plan wasn't just about the pin, it was to reroute you, spiritually and emotionally. But the forces above have planted watchers near your phone, your bank access, and even your home Wi-Fi. Type Amen to get blessing 121. You may notice digital lags or updates prompting more security layers. Accept them, they're not random. They're sacred encryption from divine code, sent through earthly tools. This individual is now confused why nothing works around them. Transactions they once controlled are getting flagged. Their names are starting to appear in subtle investigations they cannot see. A woman you haven't spoken to in months will soon return into your orbit. She knows something. She saw a message about you she wasn't supposed to see, and now her spirit won't let her rest. She'll come softly, pretending coincidence. But her eyes will tremble. Type Amen to get blessing 848. You will be protected in silence, but your awareness is now being activated. Do not dismiss the next strange message or delay, take it seriously. You're stepping into an era where your energy is no longer just valuable, it's threatening to those who tried to mirror it. Your light is growing, and that's why shadows chase your peace. Archangel Michael says, someone once gifted you something small, like a bracelet or a device accessory. If you've kept it, search it now. Some of your energetic imbalance was stored within it. The person who gave it meant no harm, but their pain transferred into that object. Cleanse it. Release it. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Another angel stands now near your digital world. They are ensuring your passwords become unreadable to the eyes of darkness. You will feel a sudden urge to change your PIN voluntarily within 3 days. Follow that instinct, it's the final seal of protection. After that, no one will breach your inner circles. This wasn't just a hacking attempt. It was a spiritual temperature check on your growth. Someone was curious if your protection had weakened. They now realize it hasn't. Their plans have been exposed. Their name has entered the Book of Watchers, and it is under review. Type Amen to get blessing 939. A dream will come to you within 72 hours. It may feel chaotic, flashing numbers, strange rooms, closed doors. But remember, it's a map. The next person you speak to while holding your phone in your right hand will unknowingly reveal something connected to this event. Watch their words. Listen to their pauses. You are not paranoid. You are aligned. The divine wants you aware without fear. Someone who tried to change your PIN now believes they're cursed. They're not wrong. A golden fire has surrounded you, and every malicious hand that touches your field will feel heat. Type Amen to get blessing 313. This message was hidden from you until now because you had to reach a state of readiness. You are no longer who you were a few weeks ago. There's a new financial opportunity coming to you. It will appear as a small offer at first, don't underestimate it. It carries the blessing to restore everything you once feared losing. From today onward, every attempt against your privacy will backfire tenfold. Every eye that looks upon your life with envy will see their own chaos reflected back. Your name is protected. Your soul is defended. And your PIN has been sealed by light no technology can bypass. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. That laptop they used? It is now corrupted. 3 software tools have already failed to reopen it. Even the technician who tried to restore it sensed a chill as if something was breathing behind his neck. This person will try again, but not in the same way. They will attempt a conversation, casually asking about your day or your habits. They'll want to reset the trap emotionally, since technology has failed. The angels have already prepared your reaction. You'll find yourself uninterested, distracted, or busy in that moment. That is divine manipulation at its finest. Type Amen to get blessing 474. The attempt wasn't about just stealing numbers, it was an opening for something worse. They wanted to track your location, your purchase patterns, and your emotional energy. This breach would have connected your finances to something darker. One of your guides saw that path and destroyed it at its root. You may have heard a random sound from your phone today, a ping with no message, or a vibration that led to no notification. That was your warning. The timeline has now shifted in your favor. Those who are watching you are now being watched. Those who tried to break your system are now being broken in their own. You will not suffer what was planned. You have been chosen to rise above what most would have fallen under. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Archangel Michael says, do not underestimate the meaning of today's timestamp, 9:09 a.m. It represents double closure. It was the end of their plan and the start of your elevation. In the next few hours, you may receive a call or email from someone who seems unrelated, perhaps a business contact, an old friend, or a neighbor. That connection will carry a code. They will accidentally mention a name or detail that ties to this breach. When it happens, stay silent. Do not confront it. Just note it, and let the divine forces continue their work behind the scenes. A package is also making its way to you. Inside it may be something physical, but the real thing inside is energetic. It's being sent as a cover, but its arrival will close the final gap. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Someone you once trusted with something small, a password, a login, a favor, has shared it unknowingly with someone else. They didn't mean harm, but they are careless with energy. You will soon feel their distance because the angels are clearing your space. This is the season of clearing and reclaiming. Your data, your access, your words, everything is being restored to its rightful frequency. You will no longer be borrowed, mirrored, or accessed. The person who wanted your PIN also wanted to see if they could shift your life by one wrong transaction. What they didn't know is that the moment they tried, a divine punishment began following their steps. Their hands may shake. Their screen may flicker. They will feel watched, even in silence. They invited the divine wrath and didn't even know it. Type Amen to get blessing 118. Your dreams may now include symbols like keys, locked doors, or flashing screens. These are signs that your spiritual system is reorganizing. The old access points are being closed, and only your soul holds the master key now. Over the next 7 days, you will notice people acting differently around you. Some will avoid your eyes. Some will become overly helpful. These are signs. The divine is pressing them spiritually, reminding them of what they've tried to manipulate. The person who tried this knows you personally. They are near enough to read your energy. You may have even shared a coffee, a lunch, or a project with them. But their time near you is ending. The portal they stepped through has collapsed. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Expect systems to update, emails, apps, bank alerts, all these will become stricter and more exact. This is not just technology working, it's divine encryption anchoring into your world. If you've felt random dizziness, a flickering light, or sudden chills when touching devices, that's not stress. That's the spiritual firewall tightening. The codes being rewritten around you are sacred now. One of your guides once wore a uniform in a past life. That same guide is walking through your digital realm now, inspecting every thread, blocking all spiritual interference. The ones who sent energy to breach your pin are watching their own blessings turn sour. What they had will begin to vanish. What you lost will begin to return. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You are not fragile. Your protection isn't just armor, it's made of command, divine law, and ancestral justice. The same way your angels interrupted that moment at 9:09 a.m., they will interrupt every future betrayal before it touches your core. Someone tried to reduce you to a number, but the heavens reminded them you are a divine identity. You cannot be decoded. You cannot be rewritten. In the coming days, you'll feel moments of calm hit you out of nowhere. These are divine downloads, reset codes sent into your field to cleanse out every remnant of the breach. That old anxiety about safety? It's being replaced with power. You're stepping into full energetic authority. Type Amen to get blessing 292. You are no longer an easy target. You are now under surveillance from heaven, not for punishment, but for elevation. Every step you take is being recorded in light. The attempt on your privacy was not just a mistake, it was a signal. It revealed who they are. It revealed who you are. And most importantly, it revealed what you are destined to outgrow. Your financial timeline has been upgraded. You may begin to receive strange refund messages or delayed credits. Don't ignore them. They are returns from previous losses being balanced by spiritual justice. The person who tried to rob you is about to lose something precious. And you will hear about it soon. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Archangel Michael says, be ready for a voice to tremble when they speak to you. That is guilt manifesting through human form. Do not expose them, let divine law finish what it started. You are rising now, not in silence, but in strength. Every system around you is recalibrating to match your new light. Your voice, your name, your number, every part of your life is now under divine record. No false key will ever open your gates again. At the exact second your protection was activated, a thread snapped in their world. A connection they relied on failed. They assumed it was a glitch, but spiritually, it was a cutoff ordered from the highest realm. The attempt to access your life was not merely a theft, it was a declaration of war. A spiritual war against someone chosen. Someone whose bloodline has been coded for legacy. And for every attempt, there is a price. The universe has already sent warnings to their door, but they ignored it. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Now, they will pay through interruption, through frustration, through loss of clarity. And you? You will begin to feel light, your chest loosening, your hands tingling, your feet guided. The person who helped them with the breach is regretting it now. That accomplice had no idea your spirit was this protected. They thought it was just another access attempt, but now their world is glitching. They were warned in a dream. A snake appeared with your voice and pushed them backward. They woke up breathless, unable to understand why your name echoed like thunder. Their body feels heavier. Their internet keeps failing. Their confidence is cracking. All signs that divine correction is underway. Type Amen to get blessing 202. Someone in your circle will soon have a sudden shift in behavior. They'll stop calling, replying, or showing interest. Don't chase it. That withdrawal is divine distancing. Your angels are escorting their spirit away from yours. This week, you'll find yourself near certain people or locations that feel off. Trust your body. Trust the whisper in your gut. Your phone might buzz once with no caller. That moment will mark when the final curse they attempted will reverse. It will travel back through the channels they used and hit them without mercy. They'll say they're confused, tired, sick. But it is not illness. It is justice. Type Amen to get blessing 484. Your ancestors stood between the thief and your access point. One of them had known betrayal in their own lifetime. They refused to let history repeat. That's why this attempt was stopped not by a firewall or app, but by divine command. They were seconds away, and then they were nowhere. Archangel Michael says, be aware of mirrors, screens, and light reflections over the next few days. Through them, you will sometimes glimpse movement, faint, silent. That is divine presence confirming your guardianship. You will not walk alone. And soon, you will walk in places they never believed you'd reach. The people who plotted against your peace will soon be fighting each other, because betrayal breeds betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 717. There is also someone who heard about this plan before it happened. They remained silent. They thought it wouldn't go through. But now guilt is growing in them like wildfire. Expect a half apology, disguised as casual concern. Are you okay lately? They'll say. That's the voice of a witness who's trembling. Do not reveal you know. Just observe. Your silence is a sword now. The divine is writing the next chapter of your financial life. It will begin with a message, a notification, a new door opening. Something you once applied for, submitted, or thought you missed, will return with new favor. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Your phone and bank account are now under divine seal. But your energy signature, that is the most protected of all. No hacker, no system, no jealous I can steal it. You may find yourself suddenly deleting an old app or changing an old password randomly. That is your intuition receiving a command from divine realm. The person who attempted this knows your name, your habits, your triggers. But they don't know your rebirth. They planned based on the version of you that no longer exists. Today, you are someone entirely different. Reforged in fire. Sealed in light. Type Amen to get blessing 878. The number 909 will now follow you. On clocks. On receipts. On digital timestamps. It will remind you that intervention is real, and you are saved in real time. Their regret is already deepening. They lost access to your information, but more than that, they lost access to your energy. You are unreachable now. A divine scroll is being written above your name. It details your loyalty, your pain, your tests, and your triumph. You are being marked for reward. Soon, the very money they tried to access will return to you through another source, legally, cleanly, unexpectedly. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The divine has reassigned your spiritual security. You now walk with one additional guardian, one that whispers only when danger approaches. Trust the small thoughts. Trust the strange pauses. That person will soon face something you won't see, but you will feel a spiritual wave crashing into them, pulling back every negative intention they sent. They will be exhausted. They will avoid you. And deep down, they'll know they tried to touch fire. You didn't lose anything. In fact, you gained. You gained divine witness, confirmation of your rank, and acceleration of your path. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Soon, a message with an offer will reach you. That offer will seem strange, but it's the result of this divine event. It's the beginning of your reward. What they tried to steal is nothing compared to what you are about to receive. You are being upgraded, not just in finances, but in frequency. Watch who leaves now. Watch who withdraws. Their exit is your protection being enforced. You will rest better this week. Your sleep will feel heavier. Your thoughts clearer. This is what divine reversal feels like. You have entered a realm where divine repayment begins. Every seed you sowed in silence, every time you trusted the wrong one, and every moment you cried in secret, those are now turning into unseen blessings being sent toward you. Your angels are not just defending anymore, they are preparing your elevation. The attempt to break you has become the reason for your advancement. That person, the one who dared to change your PIN, had no idea they were triggering the beginning of your divine acceleration. Type Amen to get blessing 838. Soon, they'll hear your name in circles they never imagined. The very name they tried to reduce into numbers will now be echoed with honor. And they'll be forced to witness your glow while their energy dims. You'll hear soon about a sudden misfortune hitting someone around you. A delay, a blocked loan, a loss of job, or a legal scare. That's not karma, that's divine balancing. Your name was protected because your assignment isn't finished. You still have places to go. People to bless. Generations to shift. That's why heaven could not allow this breach. The cost would have been too high. Type Amen to get blessing 949. Archangel Michael says, you are chosen not just to survive attacks, but to expose them by your unshakable light. Every time they try to cross your line, they'll be met with thorns they cannot remove. The digital world is merely a mirror of the spiritual world. When they tried to enter your code, they triggered a lock in the spirit realm. That lock will now remain until they confess, or crumble. There's a date coming soon that will mean everything. Mark it when you see it. It may show up on a receipt, calendar alert, or even an appointment reminder. That day will release a gift into your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 282. You have a divine account, not just a bank one. And right now, that account is being filled with spiritual credits. Peace. Power. Protection. Position. Soon, you will make a decision about an offer or opportunity you thought was closed. Say yes. That opportunity was blocked before, but now it's being reopened with divine clearance. A stranger will mention something that directly links back to this breach, they won't even realize it. They'll mention a number, a glitch, a name, or a delay. That's your confirmation, angels are still unfolding justice in layers. Type Amen to get blessing 616. The spiritual signature of the person who tried to harm you is now stained. They are being tracked, not by law, but by light. Every time they try to speak your name, they will cough or fumble. Every time they try to mock you, they will lose something small. Until they realize, your energy is not to be toyed with. You will now receive favor in spaces you once feared. That app you hesitated to open. That message you didn't reply to. That link you never clicked. Now, all those things are being cleansed and blessed. You're not returning to who you were before this attack. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. Type Amen to get blessing 3339. And the final gift? Your inner voice will now become louder. You'll no longer ignore the signs. That small feeling will now speak like thunder. And it will never lead you wrong. Watch the number 909 continue to follow you. It's not just a timestamp, it's a shield. A reminder. A code of protection. Your guardian angels are still with you. Your enemies are still confused. And your reward is still unfolding. You are divinely encrypted. Spiritually firewalled. Celestially backed. They tried to access your digits.